Hello everybody, today I'm watching We Need to Rethink exercise, The Workout Paradox by Kurzgesagt. Let's see what this is supposed to be about.
Losing weight is hard, and unfortunately your body
losing
is sabotaging
weight.
you
Well,
every step of the way.
That's not really a problem for me
Your
because
body
I'm
is
on
a
the weight.
biological machine that follows the
I need to
laws
do
of
the opposite, I need to
thermodynamics
gain
and
weight.
needs energy and raw materials to stay alive, which is why you eat. The energy from food is measured in calories, and you need a certain amount to power your internal machines. Your brain thinks, your heart pumps, your gut digests, your immune
Also
system
depends how much you weigh. The
immunes,
more you weigh, the
and
more
you
food
contract
you
your
need
muscles
to
move
maintain
around.
that weight.
The harder a movement is, the more calories you burn. An hour of walking burns about 260 calories, moderate swimming 430, biking 600, running 700. If you eat more calories than you burn, your body stores them, mostly in the form of
Hold on.
430,
An hour of
biking
running
600,
only burns
running
700 calories?
If you eat more calories than you burn, your body stores them, mostly in the form of fat.
You get
1
fat
kilogram
if
or
you
2
eat too
pounds
much.
of fat is about 7,000 calories. Seems simple.
Damn.
To lose weight, you have to burn more than you eat, so fat is turned back into energy. There are two ways to do this. Eating less, which we'll cover in another video, and burning more.
Apparently
simply
eating less
moving
is a
around
big problem
aimlessly,
for people.
also called working out. We also get told early on that exercising is healthy somehow.
Food is the same as cigarettes, alcohol and drugs. It can become an addiction. Most people who are like extremely overweight are just addicted to food. It is an addiction, it is. Everything can become an addiction.
So working out should kill two birds with one stone.
Hell, working out can
This
become an
doesn't
addiction.
exactly work out. It's one of these frustrating experiences where you do what you think's right, only to not see the results you deserve. In reality,
Well, you also need to do it for a
exercising is
long
bad
time and you
way
need to do
burn
it
fat.
properly.
And until recently, we fundamentally misunderstood what moving around a lot does to our bodies. The myth.
For example, a lot of people I know give up on exercise because they don't see results immediately. They go for like a week, maybe two, and they don't see any results, so they just give up, which is, it's stupid. You need to go for a long time to actually see some sort of results.
Of the workout.
At least a month
A
or
few
two.
years ago, scientists began to compare populations in industrialized societies, which sit a lot, to hunter-gatherer communities who move around a lot. The Hadza people in Tanzania walk an average of 9 kilometers a day to find wild plants and hunt animals, dig for tubers, climb trees for honey, or collect water. They can move more in a single day than an office worker in a week. So of course they burn more calories, right?
Not
but
necessarily.
It turns out that the Hadza burn the same amount of calories per day as a typical person in an industrialized country. Around
that's interesting.
1,900 for women and around 2,600 for men, which doesn't make sense at all. It's also not their genes, since it's the same for other hunter-gatherer tribes. So the confused scientists
weird.
looked at similar measurements in individual countries.
Logically,
got
it should be
even stranger.
more.
Active people who work out regularly do burn more than inactive people, but only very little, often as low as 100 calories, the equivalent of a single hour.
What?
For
There's
some
n-
strange reason, the amount of calories you burn is pretty
Holy.
much unrelated to your lifestyle. Per kilo
So
of
I
body
burn
weight,
about as much
your
as
body
someone who
has a fixed
exercises?
calorie budget it wants to
Well,
burn per
exercises
day.
more than me.
Sure, if you want to gain muscles by pumping iron, you also need to eat more to build and sustain them, or your new muscles wither away. But in total, your body keeps your calorie budget per unit of you pretty stable. And to make matters worse, if you want to lose fat, your body sabotages you in small and big ways. First of all, when you begin to work out regularly, maybe going for a run in the morning, your body may subconsciously make you move less when you don't pay attention. Maybe you take the elevator instead of the stairs, you sit more when you meet your friends, or you sleep longer, largely balancing out your burn again, preventing you from burning
So you
much
basically
fat.
just do it
You can
unconsciously.
overcome this temporarily.
Your body
if you do
fights
actually
against
change your
you.
life after sitting around for years and suddenly start working out without eating more, this is a shock to your system. You actually do burn more calories and lose fat, so you can
it's
lose a
not
few
healthy
kilos
for
or
you.
pounds through exercise. But this is very short-lived. Your body adapts and burns fewer and fewer extra calories each day until it restores its original calorie budget. After a few months, you burn basically the same amount you did when you didn't work out. Bizarre. And now we're getting to the actual reason why exercise
That's
is
actually
healthy.
good. Means I won't
Why
lose
your
more
body
calories
is
than I do
sabotaging
normally.
you. So your body has a hardwired activity budget per day that it wants to stick to. This setting evolved when humans had to move a lot. Not because they wanted to, but because they had to find food for survival. But when food is abundant and exercise is voluntary, what does your body do with the energy that you're not using to move around?
It
We're
stores it as
simplifying a
fat.
lot here, and this is relatively new science, but in a nutshell, there are many different systems in your body trying to do their job as well as possible. And if there's extra energy, they seem to use it. Unfortunately, this is bad. When your immune cells detect injuries or infections, they trigger inflammation. Fighter cells, alarm chemicals, and fluids flood into your tissue. This is crucial, but it also causes damage, so it needs to be cleaned up quickly or it can become chronic.
Oh, yeah.
And chronic inflammation is one of the major contributors to many serious diseases, from cancer to heart failure.
Wait,
If your
seriously?
immune
That
system
can
is on a
influence
tight
cancer?
budget, it has to be efficient with
Oh
inflammation.
god.
With lots of free calories, though, it overcommits. Another thing is that your glands produce hormones you don't need, like cortisol, the stress hormone, which triggers your fight or flight response. Crucial for survival, but if you have too much of it, you get, well, very stressed all the time. Chronic stress is a major cause for a bouquet of health issues, including your mental state. For our ancestors
Shit,
who
I
moved
might
a lot
have
and had to
chronic
deal with sudden
stress.
bursts of activity, fleeing from a lion, attacking that bison, this cortisol was crucial. But if you live a modern, sedentary lifestyle, your body is ready for action that doesn't happen, hurting itself in the process. Your body evolved to move regularly and is fine-tuned to a certain base level of activity. If this activity is missing, it still uses almost the identical amount of energy just on stupid stuff. This is why you burn almost the same amount of calories whether you work out or not. By working out, you're not doing anything extra, you're doing what your body is literally made to do. Working out
That's
is
crazy.
not a magic bullet, but it
That's-
seems to restore an
That
internal
completely
physical balance
flips
that seriously
everything
affects
I
your body.
knew before, just
And
upside
this is
down.
also why regular exercise is so incredibly healthy. The evidence is incredibly clear here. It reduces chronic inflammation and stress, it's good for your heart, may ease depression, and makes you live longer and better. Movement is not really made to burn your fat, though. Why humans
So how
are
do
so
you lose
hungry.
the fat?
When
Just
your
eat less and
ancestors
that's
evolved,
it?
They had to work hard for calories.
If you burn the
Sometimes it
same
would be
calories,
easy
then
and
you
they could afford
just
chill
have
out
to eat
quite a
less.
bit.
That's the only
But in the
solution I
hard
see.
times, they had to move quite a bit to feed themselves, walk longer to find prey, or dig longer to find tubers. If extra movement burned more calories, this would lead to a spiral of starvation. The less food
Yeah,
you
yeah,
find,
it
the
would.
more energy you need to find food, which doesn't even fill you up because you moved more. It's like taking on more debt when you're in the red. It works for a while, but then you go bankrupt and die. So, for your ancestors, being able to move a lot without burning extra calories was a matter of life and death. Okay, but this means the obesity epidemic of the modern world is not primarily caused by laziness, but by overeating. Humans evolved to be mad for calories because of our extremely hungry brains and our extremely useless kids. Kids are cute, but unlike other species,
Wow.
human kids have to be fed and cared for by adults for years.
Yeah, I mean,
before
yeah,
they
that's
become even
fair.
remotely
Kids are
useful.
demons.
Because the human brain not only eats
My
up
sister
about
is a little
20%
demon.
of all our calories at rest,
The
twice
devil
as much as our
incarnate.
closest ape relatives, it also takes a lot of time to be useful. Because the human brain not only eats up about 20% of all our calories at rest, twice as much as our closest ape relatives, it also takes a lot of time to develop through playing, learning, and honing social skills, all the things that make us human. Our species is so extremely calorie expensive to maintain that we became super efficient calorie harvesters. 5 hours of human hunter-gatherer foraging yields between 3,000 and 5,000 calories, while our ape relatives get no more than 1,500 in the same time. And we became so good at calorie harvesting precisely because of our big brains and years of social skill training. In a typical ancestral tribe, some members would spend the day searching for plants, others hunting or gathering honey, others nurturing kids. And at the end of the day, we'd share the calories so that no one would end up hungry. Being frenetic calorie harvesters seems to be deeply part of what makes us human. It's not a
Yeah,
bug, but a
sharing,
feature.
not much of a
But
thing
today it
these
seems as if
days.
that feature has turned on us.
Some
We
people
can't stop
eat
overproducing food and overeating.
way too much,
If you want to lose fat,
while others get
food is
nothing.
the answer. We'll cover
Something that I've read about, I obviously can't say if this is completely true, but I read that humanity currently produces enough food to feed absolutely every single person on the planet, but obviously most of that food is in richer countries, while poor countries, mainly African countries, don't get enough food. So we produce enough to feed every single person, but due to inequality, not everyone gets their share. Some get more than they need, and they throw away that food that they don't finish, they don't eat, while others get nothing. I mean, I'm not sure how much exactly it was, but apparently just the United States alone throws away a shitload of food. I don't remember the exact numbers, but apparently they throw away just so much. But hey, yeah, that's life. Some people get more, some get less. It's unfair.
a diet in the next part. So to conclude, you'll probably not lose nearly as much fat by working out as you hoped, but you will do something more important: give your body balance and make you more resilient, and prevent or delay many of the diseases that will make your life miserable, so you can enjoy a higher quality of life for much longer. But physical fitness is...
Okay, that's the end of the episode, the video. So yeah, basically, if you want to lose weight, exercise, not necessarily the right step. Well, exercise will help you get healthier, but if you want to actually lose weight, you should probably just eat less. I mean, it's the most basic thing you can think of. If you want to lose weight, just eat less food. Put down the shovel. And that's pretty much it. And then exercise is just for a healthy lifestyle, so that you can apparently live longer, prevent diseases, or have less of a chance of getting them. So yeah, just exercise, eat less, be healthy. And that's really just the entire point of the video. So I think that's it, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment. Link to my Discord server is down in the description below, so check that out if you want. And I will see you in the next video.